good, y'all? Michael here today with another video. Before we begin, subscribe if you are new. Otherwise, I'm going to take a broken eagle's feather like Carson Wentz and start hitting you with it or tickling you with it until you hit that subscribe button. But anyway, let's get into these predictions. Wentz ain't it. Wentz ain't it. They will not ever prosper until they move on from Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is the reason why Philadelphia has struggled against teams over 500. Carson Wentz is the reason why they never beat any playoff team. They barely beat any playoff teams. So when I mean this list, I keep it 100 for you. Week 1 at the football team. I was about to say Redskins. I'm not used to calling them the Washington football team. That's a dub. Then you go at home and you face the LA Rams. That's a loss. And I'm tired of everybody saying Carson Wentz is better than Jared Goff. At the end of the day, Jared Goff's been to a Super Bowl. He beat Dak at home, and he beat Drew Brees in an NFC Championship conference, the NFC Championship game. And he's been to a Super Bowl. Carson Wentz in the playoffs played only 4 snaps, and then Janavion Clowney gave him his headache. Ugh, man, my head hurts. Please take me out of the game, Doug. My head hurts. I can't play anymore. Man, any quarterback would like that be cut. You're acting like you're not going to get hit like that again. It's, you know what was worse? It was in the playoffs, so let that sink in for a minute. Do not blame Clowney. Blame Wentz for not, playing. He's supposed to prove the doubters wrong. Prove that he's still that MVP from 2018. Maybe Tom Brady should have won that MVP. Maybe maybe Tom Brady was more deserving of that title than Carson Wentz. So don't sit here and tell me Carson Wentz is better than Jared Goff, because Jared Goff at least has been to a Super Bowl before. And take away the no call, and Jared Goff outplayed Drew Brees. Take away the no call. So don't sit here and tell me Wentz is better than Jared Goff. Wentz is not even a top 10 quarterback like Jared Goff is. Jared Goff went 9-7 in a bad year. Maybe they should have given him that 4th spot. He probably would have beat the Seahawks. Well, he did at home once. Don't sit here and tell me Wentz is better than Jared Goff, because Jared Goff without Cooper Kupp went to the Super Bowl. So that's a loss, but you come back at home, win against the Bungos. I'll give you that. Then you go on the road against the 49ers. That's a loss. Then you go to Pittsburgh. That's a loss. Then you face Baltimore at home. That's a loss. Then you beat the Giants at home. I see you splitting with the Giants. It'll be soon before DJ owns the Eagles for the next 15 years. Then you then it gives you a little confidence, Then you lose to Dak Bortles at home. Then you lose. Then at New York, that's a loss. Then at Cleveland, I'll give you that. Cleveland won't be shit next year. Then at the Monday Night Football against the Seahawks, that's a loss. At Green Bay's a loss. Actually, you might beat Green Bay, but I need to be realistic to the home team. Depending if fans are going to be still in that stadium due to COVID. At home versus the Saints, that's a loss. At the Cardinals, that's a dub. At Dallas, that's a loss. You're getting swept by Dak, so be quiet. Then you're at home against the Washington Redskins. I'll give you that. Against the football team. I'm not used to calling them the Washington football team. I used to call them the Redskins, but now they're the football team. But anyway, like I said, this team will never prosper unless they move on from Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz ain't it. How many times do you need to see him fall on his face for you to say he ain't the guy? Wentz is not good anymore. He was expected to put up MVP numbers when he came back from his little injury in 2018, and the guy barely missed the playoffs until Nick Foles came in and saved the day. Nick Foles had better history in the playoffs than Carson Wentz did. Carson Wentz in the playoffs played only 4 snaps before Janavion Clowney gave him his little headache. I have a headache. Please sit me out for the rest of the game. My head is hurting. Man, you're acting like you're not going to get hit like that again? Man, please. Dude is soft. Just do not blame Clowney for the reason you lost. Oh, Carson Wentz doesn't have wide receivers. Carson Wentz doesn't have a running back. Carson Wentz doesn't have an offensive line. Carson Wentz doesn't have a tight end. Carson Wentz doesn't have a defense. Shut up. I'm tired of this fucking Carson Wentz top 10 this, top 10 this. I better see Typico if the police account posts on this. I better see him in that comment section. I better see that. Really, I better see him in that comment section. Carson Wentz doesn't have, like, shut up. It's only a matter of time before it will take a miracle before the GM of the Eagles benches him. Not Doug, because if it was up to Doug, well, first off, if it was up to Doug, Nick Foles would still stay on the Eagles. They would start Jalen Hurts early. It would take a miracle for them to bench Carson Wentz. They should just say he has a concussion. Just leave it there, because a head injury will be, well, a little hit to the head will cause him to be out anyway. I don't want to hear it. You can either accept that the Eagles will win 6 games under Carson Wentz, or you can go back to your little fantasy where Carson Wentz is a top 10 quarterback. The Cowboys will win the division. I'll do a video on them possibly later today, but that's it. That's all. Subscribe, and just do the rest. But anyways, that's it. That's all. Subscribe, and always bear down.